kick it today. Let's kick it. I'm hitting this coffee today. Just be kicking it. Daisy, what are you doing, hon? You kicking it over there with Dad? Huh? You kicking it with Dad? Let's kick it. Can't make this thing horizontal anymore. It's just pissing me the fuck off. I gotta breathe out. Take some of Michelle's Thorazine. Get back into the straitjacket. Hey, Caroline. What are you kicking it on today? I was just doing a little reading. It's hot today. This is some of my books I gotta move. Just reading this book today is good too. About writers. Really enjoy it. It reminds me of what I don't know. Yeah, 99 here. You know, crazy enough, these last really hot days, the humidity hasn't been that high. It's like under 40%, which is weird. It's good. Just kicking it. I've been working out a lot lately. Getting in shape slowly. Oh yeah, that's really high. Yeah, it's gotta be killer. I don't know why ours is low. Lucky. Just kicking it. You don't work, do you, Caroline? April Wine. You know, I never really was a big April Wine song, to tell you the truth. Song. I don't really think I have a favorite. Hey, Nagulian, how you doing? You know, as I was reading through this book on writers, you know, the writers like the back in the day from every country, really, they're just not around anymore. You know, wars changed, and you know, you still have poverty, but it's different groups of people. Oh yeah, that makes sense. April Wine song. What's that one? I'm not too familiar with that many of them. I probably would if I heard them, you know. What's yours? Hey, Love, how you doing? I wanted to get a good shot of some power lines yesterday, but there was no place to pull over. I'm getting ready to move more of my books over to my house. That's nothing right there. I'm gonna make it a quest to read the rest of them. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I still got those tapes. I am gonna mail them. You know, just today I went and applied for the address for the house. I need a return physical address, not a P.O. box. Slowly I am. Yep. Slowly I'm getting into it. Not as fast as I should, though. There's weird quirks that I have sometimes. I'll give you an example. Like let's say I bought a 747. and I had it all decked out, and it was all clean, and the fuselage got a stone chip in it. It would probably make me quit flying it, want to fly it. Shit like this. And this kind of happened with the house, in a way. It's fucking a contractor, he's an alright guy, but he doesn't pay attention to detail, and he'll do like a great job on a metal roof and a 15-foot ceilings, right? It's a big high roof, and you look up there and you wonder how these hillbilly motherfuckers can climb up there without turning into paraplegics, but they do some way, and it's perfect, and it's great, and there's nothing to it, and it's impressive how they did that. But when it comes to smaller things, he just sucks. He crinkled the screens in a couple places, and it takes him forever to get them fixed. But the big killer, the one I hang my hat on to not be living in that house by now, although I will be living in it Thursday, I hope, is that I go to all the trouble to get these expensive metal braces for these books. And there was a little corner in both rooms, the guest room and mine, where I was going to put clothing, just like stacks of like clothing, not all of them, but I was trying to get away from putting things on the floor, dressers and shit like that. So for some reason, this stupid ass that works for him. So anyway, they put all these shelves in, which you've seen before, all over. And when I go to look at them, the dummies put the same size shelves where I wanted to stack the clothing as books. So I said, hey, they're 11-inch shelves. They're great for books, but I wanted those shelves to come out all the way. Well, I was talking to him in front of the guy that was working for him at the time. So I went over there. It's like, these shelves are fucked up. But I'm really not hard to get along with when it comes to that shit. It's like, no big deal. I'll just put fucking books on them. And I'll get a dresser, which I didn't want to do. So I stacked the books. I was thinking of Mary for some reason. I got tons of books on every subject. 435 feet of bookshelves. I stacked the books, and I got Native Americans. And I was going to put those because I know Mary's going to visit. And those were the first books that I stacked in this area where clothes were supposed to go. But now they were books because the shelves weren't as big as they should have been. Not a big deal. Stacked theirs, and then I had like Christianity in my room. So I go back after stacking all these books, and the fucking shelves collapsed. And I find this guy had used anchors for drywall instead of these big, huge, giant bolts that go in these studs. So I call the guy. It's like, what the fuck? He said, well, he thought you were going to put clothes on him. I said I was going to put clothes on him, but you fuckers made him the wrong size. So I was just being a good guy and stuck books on him. So he said, well, we'll fix them. No problem. Well, there shouldn't be fucking anchors anywhere in either room, anywhere. Oh, yeah, it pissed me off. I couldn't even get in the fucking one room because all the books fell to the door, and I didn't want to fuck them up opening the door. Luckily, I left the sliding glass window unlatched. So I knew right then that this was going to be a fucking problem. So I called the motherfucker up. It's like, hey, what are these fucking drywall things? He said, well, he thought we were going to put... I said, well, I wasn't. He said, don't worry, I'll fix it. Yeah, don't worry, I'll fix it. Turned into 5 weeks. But in honesty, it's not that big of a deal because I was dragging my feet anyway. But supposedly it's fixed now. Have you ever been in one of these positions where I don't want to go over and look because I'm afraid I'm going to see something that's going to piss me off? So I got a weird quirk like that. Rather than getting on with the other 10,000 things there are to do, I let that stall me in finishing things. That's not the total answer, though, why I haven't moved in. I'll tell you why I haven't moved in. Because I got it fucking made where I'm at, and I have no roommates. Nobody's ever here. It's not like I'm paying rent or I have kids that don't have a bedroom. That's why. That's why. That's why I have moved in. It's not like, there's a reason to like a normal person would have. Yeah, it's true I should be in there, but I'm not. And it was just like moving out of Michigan. 2 fucking years in an empty house. Paid taxes 2 years, utilities. Thank you, envelope. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's it. So I will be in there. But I'll be honest with you, the only reason I'm going to be in there is because Marty's wife, she doesn't like it here in Crawfordville. And they were going to build another house around here, and I don't know what's going on with that. But she wants to make this room her studio, and that's why. Honestly, if it wasn't for that, I'd probably never move out of this place. And things changed, right? I'll give you another thing. So that building is 4,000 square feet, and the shit unit at the time was about 1,800 square feet of living space. Mine, a guest bedroom, my bedroom, living room, like laundry room, and then the rest of it to put the tractor, all that shit. Well, I knew things about, some things about nature, but not everything. And when I went to that rattlesnake uh, uh, thing down at the southern part of Georgia, I was talking to some state biologists, about property management. We're both big time animal lovers. And I was telling him, he asked me, he said, are you bush hogging the open space? I said, as a matter of fact, I am. With that tractor is like 80 grand or some shit like that. I said, yeah. And he said, well, I'm not telling you how to run your property, but, the problem we have with biodiversity now is that nothing goes back to how it was. And it even makes it worse when you cut it. Yeah, it looks good, but it's a biological dead zone. Nothing lives there. The insect population doesn't flourish. It's like, no shit, yeah. I didn't know anything. I just had houses with yards. He said, yeah, it's a biological dead zone. And I said, what about, when I used to drive around down here, I'd see these large acreages of trees. And I think, wow, that's great. It could be condos. It could be football fields. It could be parking lots. And he said, yeah, I know where you're going with that. But to be honest with you, it's not much different. It's a biological, hey Dolly, biological dead zone. Nothing lives there. I got thinking about it. It's true. I walked through these managed forests. You don't see any birds nesting in trees. So I came home and told Marty, I said, hey, this guy told me that cutting this stuff and keeping this place looking nice is fucking this property up. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, this can't live there. That. He said, well, quit doing it then. So now there's 2,000 square foot garage that we're not going to have the equipment to store in that we built it for, because we're not maintaining the property like that anymore. Yeah, this 4 acres out around this house gets cut, but that's nothing. So the needs have kind of changed. Yeah, thanks, Impulov. Yeah. Yeah, so you know how it is. If you get a space and you're a human, you will fill it up eventually. It's just the way it is. Although I've quit collecting everything, I still got a mental problem with books. Hey, Blue. I want to know these things, and yeah, you can go on Wikipedia, but it's not like reading a book. You know what I mean? So I'm fucking moving at it. I did get some nice photography printed by a professional, uh, fuck do you call those guys? Printer? I haven't done that in fucking forever. So I'll be getting that soon. Oh my God, yeah. And that kind of shit drives me nuts. Believe it or not, back in the day, I was a fanatic about my stuff. It's mental illness. I'm not kidding. 100 coats of wax on your car. You don't want people eating in it. My dad used to tell me all the time. He was a total slob. He said, you got 20 coats of wax on that fucking thing and you haven't changed the oil since you got it. Which was not true, but it was his way of telling me that I was obsessive and wasting my time, which is probably true. And he was right, I guess, because I don't, I'm not like that with vehicles anymore. I think it's stupid. It'll drive you fucking nuts. Anywhere you go, you're worried about getting. I just quit being that way one day. And I quit collecting too. Fucking crazy. I haven't washed that F-150 since I've got it. Yeah, but back to what Infilov's comment. Yeah, that would drive me fucking nuts. Back in the day, like if it wasn't factory paint or the original roof, it just drive me fucking nuts, man. I would just dwell on that. I want to like trade it in and take it in the ass and start over again, which is just insane. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those off the grid. There's places you can't be off the grid now. They'll come over there and throw your ass out for not having something along the certificate of occupancy. It's kind of like that around here, but I don't want to live with like without running water and stuff. Well, here's where you're fucked on that, is your deductible, and that's going to go down as a claim. Not a big deal if you don't have a lot of them, but if you get something like a legit claim, not to say that that wasn't, now they're going to say, look at these motherfuckers, they've had 2 claims in 6 months. Rain, yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that would drive me fucking nuts. Not anymore, but it would have used to. I'd tack a fucking eaves truss to that motherfucker now and have it run off the back of the trunk. Hey, Legend, how you doing? Oh, really? Yeah, I know there's a lot of scams on those trucks that get flooded. Daisy said, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit. I know there's states now that have like new laws where you've got to like disclose some kind of way. I know when they have those floods in Florida and other places, you'll see those car haulers come down there pulling those cars out. Yeah, where are they taking them? Where it didn't flood. Yeah, Daisy getting her nap. Daisy's kicking it. So I'm just fucking around reading when I should be moving books. I've been in this mode lately of staying up all night. Stay up all night long. Fucking around. I love the nights here. Even when it's hot and humid with the ceiling fan on and a little bit of air conditioning, it's good enough. It's nice. Nobody's around. You hear these bugs and stuff like that. I just put a bid on another couple 100 acres. Not that I need it. Yeah, that act of God will fuck you. Yeah, you're right. Yep. This is why sometimes honest people get turned into liars. Because let's say there's a major deductible, but you can't afford it at the time. So you lie on how it happened and they deny the claim based on it not being true. I mean, it's crazy. An act of fucking God. Who cares? It's damaged. Yeah, that's it. Yep. And pity these poor fuckers like in Houston and stuff where they got that flooding. They'll fuck you in a million ways on that too. I don't know why'd anybody live in a flood zone like down along the Mississippi Delta. It's still damage. Yeah, I agree. Well, what carries damage? You do it a lot with jewelry. Is all risk policies, which are more, of course. So you get your diamond. You can damage a diamond. You get all risks. So no matter how it got damaged, you're covered. Yeah, I love the nighttime. There's nobody here to come across. I could drive all night long and stay like in these kind of communities and never see anyone. Nobody. Which is what I like about it. The vultures are coming by not every day now. I don't know where they go. Yeah, I love the nighttime. Night summertime. Brandon, you better act sane or I'm gonna block your dumb ass. Yeah, the wind blew it over. What bullshit. I get even with those motherfuckers down the road. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she sent me pictures. What a nightmare. Yeah, there's no people down here. You'll never run into people. You could go and tour these towns like where I do this photography and stuff and not run into anybody. Yeah, I quit drinking about 7 weeks ago, unfortunately. No, coyotes won't touch you. They're all over here. They won't hurt you at all. Yeah, flooding sucks. We don't get it. We do get it down here in like a small way, but nothing that's going to damage the structure. It comes over the road and all that kind of shit. Yeah, I get even. I don't let it keep me up at night like it used to. I still keep score. Nobody likes getting fucked. Keep moving. Yeah, no, I keep score. I'm keeping score. Fuck it. Yeah, even that's very rare. Chihuahuas smell different. I'm not saying it never happens, but it's not the threat you think it would be. They're super intelligent and they know they'll get a bullet between the eyes. Marty just saw 30 pigs in the road yesterday. I know they're around here, but I only got one on a trail cam after a whole year of video. And the neighbors shoot him. They catch him in these pens and they go and eat and the walls come up. I just couldn't do that. I'm glad that it's not a too big of an issue because they will, yeah, they're a problem. I'm just glad I'm not put in a position to have to do something about it. He said they were all different sizes, colors. He said they all looked fat. You know, pigs are smarter than dogs. I'm just glad that I'm not put in that kind of position to have to take them out. They didn't give a shit. No, you know, I had a buddy of mine retired from Delta Airlines about 8 years ago or so. And I got invited to his retirement party. So I went down there. You know, he's a good guy. I knew him forever. And I'm sitting there at the beginning of this thing. People are drinking, that kind of stuff. And the place, they got a full hog, full size hog. And they had it like on a spit. And I was sitting there watching them like cut it for the dinner later. And it grossed me out so bad. I only ate vegetables and desserts. Like the head was still on and everything. It's like, oh God, man, this is not appetizing. Yeah, it's true. Using the meat. I mean, I, if I shot a hog, I'd just leave it out. I'd drag it out to where it wasn't like near here, and let the vultures eat it. They say it's really gamey tasting. Gamey tasting. Yeah, tough and strong flavor. That's how I would believe it would taste. Yeah. Yeah, let the vultures eat it. They will too. Yeah. I'll let Daisy eat some of it. No, I don't think he will. I don't think he will. You can't. It's just hard to keep these whack jobs out. It's not. It's the mental illness aspect, not the gun that did it. Trump is so damn lucky. You know, that guy didn't even have a scope. It's just insane. If I was Trump, I remember when Obama first got elected, he was really worried that the Secret Service, they had some party shortly after he was elected, some cocktail party somewhere. And these jackoffs are in there, eating all the cake and stuff like that. And he was really worried that the Secret Service were like letting these yahoos get within firing range. And I don't blame him. Yeah, he definitely lucky. I'll tell you one thing. I think that I just get rid of these fuckers if you don't like what they're saying. Just block them. I do think that that will get Trump elected, though, if it was marginal. It's the worst thing that ever could have happened to the Democrats. Is Trump survived an assassination attempt, and you got to give the guy A+ for through the midst of chaos, clenching his fist, standing up, and saying to fight. Yeah, you're right, Blue. Yeah, trying to point him out. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the worst thing that ever could have happened to the Democrats. The good news is they blew that guy's head off. But I'll tell you one thing, man. You don't need to be in security or an arms expert to realize that something is majorly wrong. That a nut could be on a roof in that close a range. I've been places before. Air shows are one of them, where or somebody comes in to give a speech, and it's like they're there 2 weeks ahead of time. They're going through everything with metal detectors. How someone could have got that close, it's just amazing. Now they're saying it was like 130 yards. That's nothing. But, complacency, right? You're in the Secret Service. When's the last time a presidential candidate or a president has got shot at? So, you go to 10,000 rallies and nothing happens. Even the Secret Service, you start fucking off. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how he was close. This wasn't like a guy had some custom made crazy gun that shot fucking 9 miles and you just hope that the bullet made its way there. This is a guy sitting on top of a fucking metal roof 120 yards away. This is crazy. I mean, he was close enough to get that close without a scope. I give old Biden credit, though, for launching an investigation into why this happened with the Secret Service. That was a great political move. And how about Alec Baldwin getting charges dropped with prejudice? They can't charge him again. It's insane. I also think it's unfair. I don't care if there were bullets connected to that event in every state in the union. It had nothing to do with his dumb ass pulling a trigger on a weapon and not knowing if it had live ammunition in it or not. Oh, is that what it was, Chris? Huh. Yes, Alec Baldwin. What an asshole he seems to be. I don't see what these bullets had a goddamn thing to do with it. It was him pulling the trigger was the issue, not how many live rounds were on the set or were not. And if there were more where they are now, who cares? It's negligence. You just can't believe somebody could be a prosecutor. It wouldn't have hurt her case to divulge that. She knew about it and didn't. She said she didn't think it was important. God, you'd think it just for safety's sake you would have done it. What a dumb bitch. It'll be like when they tried to kill the Pope that time. I mean, you're going to have these guys in air conditioning plexiglass boxes now when they go to rallies. It's just not worth the risk. And how about these poor people that got killed that were just attending a rally? They say that guy got off 8 shots. Yeah, Richard Simmons passed. Yeah. You know, my wife, I don't know if I was married to her at the time, but her and her girlfriend went to a Richard Simmons thing one time in Detroit. And all these goddamn bodyguards were fucking asking for the women's phone numbers. Richard Simmons bodyguards. Well, what they do is they can parse every bit of evidence. They can get good, sharp attorneys, the best of the best, to just go through every single aspect of everything. Yeah, I saw Sharon Doherty drawing. Yeah, yeah, smartest attorneys. Shelley Duvall. Yeah. Did you watch that episode when Dr. Phil made a fool out of her? I never liked him to begin with, but that put the cherry on the top. What a fucking jack off. It's breast cancer. There was 3 women in my life that died of breast cancer. Yeah, I like Shelley Duvall too. Seemed like a tormented soul. Yeah, he really is. Be careful what you wish for. That whole Hollywood scene just sucks. I'd rather be dead than have to be involved with Hollywood in any way. It just seems like a bunch of unhappy, crazy, insecure narcissists. Wow, 44. Huh. Yeah, that's it. That's what sells. Yeah, breast cancer. It's crazy how it still goes undetected like that. Yeah, 44 is young. Oh, 46. Yeah, it's young. To me, after about 30, all the years like are the same. You know, it's a big step from being teen to adult to voting and all that to getting married. But once you've done all that, it's all the same to me. You know, you miss those benchmarks. Oh, 80? My mom died of a bilateral pulmonary embolism at 62. Wow, 86. Oh, tell her hello. It's mainly genes. Hey, Suyash, how you doing? Blue, have you happened to have seen any Maddie videos lately? What's going on there? Do you know? Does anybody know? Oh, she hasn't. Okay. Oh, Breaking Bad? Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. Hey, by the way, when you see people, you probably already do it, but when you see people make nasty comments about her looks or something, or why do people do that? Just block them. You too, Carolyn. Anybody that makes like bad comments. Oh, Maddie's really looking. Yes, I do. I do. Yeah, whack them. We'll just get rid of them. You know, like, oh, isn't she looking bad? Or, boy, she's really let herself go. Or, get rid of all of them. I'm talking about not deleting their comments. Block their ass permanently so they can not come back. I had a couple people email me yesterday. This is what's fucking crazy. You guys know how nuts YouTube is, right? And you also know how that, my channel is based on a couple dozen people I interviewed a long time ago. That's it. It's the beginning and it's the end. It's nothing I did. Just shit luck. I mean, if your validation depends on how many views and subscribers you have, I know better. But this is so weird. So YouTube fucks with me. They promoted me for a while. They don't anymore. If I had my druthers, would I rather be promoted than that? I would. Am I jumping through any hoops? I'm not. I don't even monetize my videos anymore. It's just too much fucking bullshit to kiss their ass. But here's the point. So, back to the old days. Hey, Drifter. They promote these videos and I get a bunch of subscribers. It wasn't anything I did. So then they unsubscribe people, fucked with my content constantly. It was always something. I didn't really care that much as long as I had enough to do lives. But here's the craziest thing. In the last week, they're promoting the videos that they don't want me doing anymore. of like Penny and Angel. Go figure. I don't understand these crazy fuckers because those videos aren't monetized. But I got like 510 subscribers in 4 days. And people ask me like how to get more subscribers. My answer to them is insult people more and block as many as you can. It seems to work. It doesn't make any sense why they do this. Look at my things. You can go on that Social Blade and look at these subscribers that I got after not giving a flying fuck. It's just, I do not get it. Yeah, it's nuts. People like drama, absolutely do. Although I think the tides have turned on that a little bit. I don't think it's as much as it used to be. Nah, people don't like those, you know? I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure I'm out of the mix because I don't even get suggestions anymore about how to promote my channel or this or that or selling some junky, ugly fucking $3 t-shirt for 40 bucks. I mean, you think that YouTube would be all done with beta testing by now. Motherfuckers. Yeah, they sure are. I think their damn customer service has been AI for years. You know, once you get 100,000 subscribers, you get to like communicate with them. Not on the phone, of course. And you can tell that it's AI. It's absolutely worthless. Worthless. Zero. Right. AI, yep. But they're wrong sometimes too. I'll tell you what they did to me about 6 months ago. This could be part of the. I can't. After getting these subscribers lately, it can't be part of the ultimate plan, but it gets you wondering. So about 6 months ago, I put some video up, and the next day, you know, you get these copyright infringement deals. I get like 50 copyright infringements, copying 100% of my content. Normally, I don't give a fuck. You know, I just had a couple filmmakers contact me. It's like, hey, you have some video, Flint, Michigan, and Detroit we'd like to use for a documentary. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, go ahead. No problem. Yeah, go ahead, you can do it. But I get like 50 copyright notices that they've copied my content 100%. So I go and look at the bullshit, and it's all these channels in India. You know, like 50 channels. So you can click a thing and it clicks them all. And what do you want to do? It's like, tell them to quit doing this and delete all the videos. I mean, that's kind of what you do when you get these. So I do that. The next day, I get like zillions of like hate emails. Hey, you motherfucker, what are you doing this for? I, oh, thank you, Drifter. Why are you doing this? You know, we didn't copy. So I end up going back and looking at this stuff. And sure enough, it was like none of it was right. They didn't use 100%. I couldn't find any of my videos in any of these supposedly 100% copyright infringements. So I apologize to them all and reinstate all their bullshit with another click of the mouse. Well, since then, I've been getting about 10 of those a month off the same video. And the title of the video was I Saw the Light. You know, a Todd Rundgren song. Lyrics are part of one of his songs. And I just wonder if these fuckers are trying to set me up again. Tobin Bell? Oh, okay. Somebody tells me I don't get as much hate mail as I used to, but I'm laying down in bed with these pillows crunching my face. They said it makes me look fat. Well, I am fat. Not as fat as I used to be, though. I'm going to finish this coffee and show you how hot it is up. I quit booze. I quit caffeine, too, but I went back to 1 cup a day. It's just too many benefits. Breaking Bad. Yeah, people think I'm a cop a lot. Breaking Bad. Let me show you what a ball burner it is outside now. Got my Fritos. This is a... the fuck is this? Oh, I was reading about alcohol in the cell, too. I'm telling you, drinking is not good for you, even in small amounts. Look at this old style bed. Fucking light bulb right in the middle of the headboard. Hey, girl, you getting rigor mortis? It's another busy day here. Getting these books, I'm moving them in order. Fucking crazy, isn't it? Hotter than a bitch out here. God damn. Not even the birds are eating. There's a bird eating. It's a cardinal. What is it now? 99, 32%. See, the humidity is relatively low. I just put new sugar water in here. The bees are hot, but not that bad. If it was more humid, they'd be all over on the outside. Crazy, isn't it? The deer have been eating a whole bag of corn at night. I tore this bag yesterday. This is my weed killer. I'm going to clean this shit up as soon as it cools down. I stained those new windows we got put in the trim. Man, you ever use this goo? Be gone. This shit works, man. Except be careful what you use it on. This will wipe the fucking paint off the dials on your anything, like your stove, the degrees and stuff you set it to. It'll wipe it right off. But if you need a hard stain, this shit will take it off, man. The problem is it takes everything off, so be careful. There's 2 hummingbirds fighting. Did you hear them? I cleaned the bee jars out. I hate killing those bees, but they'll wreck your fucking house, man. The whole thing would look like Swiss cheese. Crazy. Hey, Conan. Hey, Lucid. Yeah, well, what they claim is, now, a lot of this shit, I can take, hey, that's a turkey vulture drinking out of the black vulture's drinking bowl. Yeah, they say it's fanning, although, a lot of this bullshit you wonder about. Look at those beautiful clouds. You wonder about. And what I mean by that is they're not positioned to fan the hive, the hot air out. They're clustering the front. They're not all lined up, fanning the hot air in the hive out of it. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing. A lot of these theories on this bullshit. Who knows? I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, maybe they're having a meeting. These theories. It's hot though, but it's not as humid as it could be. These hummingbirds are fighting. Crazy. Yeah, you don't know what they're doing. They always claim, like in the springtime when you first set up bees, they you can literally go in there without a bee suit, take the top off. Fucking bees everywhere. They're running up and down your arms, not doing shit. And the theory on that is that they're so busy getting set up for the spring that they're not really defensive. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's kind of true. In the springtime, you can go in that hive. That's when you see the pictures of the guys with bees all over them. It's like, wow, this guy's a real Dr. Doolittle. Try that in the fall or the middle of the summer when they have brood babies, or they've got a big hive full of honey. They get protective. You're not doing that past the spring. You start causing vibration, they'll come out there, start stinging the hell out of you. Yeah, it's hot today, though. Hey, Frank. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks a lot. Fuck, I don't know. A lot of these things. The same with the vultures. There's a name for it. It's like called a Hasidic pose. You know, the vultures, they bend over and they spread their wings. They say it's to kill mites, to relieve heat. Fuck, I don't know if any of that's true either. I know that's what humans say, but I don't know why they do it. I don't. I mean, I don't understand killing mites. What are you talking about? How does that kill mites? And if it's getting rid of heat, just go in the fucking shade. That looks like one black vulture over there by itself, which I don't see very. I don't wonder where the other three are. Who knows? Bunch of shit. Why are you in hiding? No, fuck no. You got to be careful on this YouTube. These fuckers will. They will. I've had all sorts of been swatted. People show up at my house at midnight. Fucking weirdos. Love these beautiful clouds, though. I just never get enough of these. Love watching the clouds. Yeah, but they'll spread their wings whether it's 50 out or whether it's 99. See, it's not consistent. That's what I don't get. There's a name for it, though. It starts with an H. And they all do it. And how is that killing mites? I mean, you just question a lot of this bullshit you read about. Nuts. I wish they would, but you know, they don't. For some reason, these last ballbuster days of heat are really low in humidity, relatively low. These are like this all the time. It's like Florida. They build up and don't do shit. You may get a little storm here and there, but I wish they would. That's some rough ass air, though. Those are probably 20,000 feet, 25,000. Beautiful. I love clouds down here. I really do. You know, the grass hasn't grown either. There's one stretch here, 3 weeks, I didn't cut the grass. Just nuts. And this is going on 2 weeks. It's just not enough water. It's not growing. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I love them too. There's a squirrel out there looking for something to eat. Just got a party. Boy, the price of bird feed and corn has gone up. You know, when I was buying that same corn in West Branch, it was $9.99 a bag. Now it's $12.99. Bird seed's crazy too. Nuts. Yeah, this is nice here. I'll be getting into my house one of these days. But that's why I'm lazy. That's why I'm not in my house. Lazy, and any little thing that goes wrong, it sets me back. That's why I'm not in it. That's the truth. It's fucked up. But like I said, no rent, no roommates. I like this house. If I'd have known how this was going to pan out for sure, I think I probably would have just took over this house and not even built that other house. Weird. Oh, good for you. Those portable, air conditioners come a long way, particularly with window units. They're pretty efficient now. Yeah, I love just like nobody around. No cars, no nothing. This is how it is all the time here. But I'll tell you this, it takes some getting used to. I've been isolated like 3 months in Alaska, didn't see a person the whole time. Had a plane drop me off. And I've been other places a week or two. But when you start going into months and years, it's a different animal. Yeah, they've been. Yeah, she's been over there, but he hasn't been over there that much. They're trying to get out of there, actually. Hilton Head sucks. The property is fucking insane over there. His place, I think he's only owned he's owned a couple places over there, but this last one went up like $1.5 million in 9 months. Fucking insane. I think it's just a reason for them to charge more taxes. Nothing to do over there. No downtown. Dingy water. Traffic. And the restaurants are good, not great. Fuck Hilton Head. Sucks. So overrated. I'll tell you why, though. I figured out, I think, why people go there. Because you can take your family there and your kids, and you're not going to worry about some pervert on the beach or getting harassed by panhandlers or all your shit stolen out of your car after you check into the hotel. It's super geared towards family. No bar crowd. No people walking down the street doing crazy shit. If you want to take your kids there and not let them know how insane the world's become, you're in your own little contained deal down there. And you call the cops down in Hilton Head, especially if you live there, and they'll be there in 3 seconds. That's why. And that's what people are willing to pay for safety now, to keep their kids from being exposed to how crazy the world really is. It's a family getaway. It's not. The seafood's not that good down there. You know, warm water seafood isn't that great. Now, I will say that Brunswick shrimp down there around Savannah, Brunswick, Georgia, that's different. Sweetwater shrimp. But if you look at seafood in general, the warm water stuff's not as good as the cold water stuff. There's a place down there, I've got them before you can get lobster sandwiches in like $38. Fucking insane. I can never get them to give me a straight answer, but I can tell you this. I've never seen a live lobster there. I guarantee it's frozen, and they're unthawing it. If it's done right, if it was frozen right to begin with, you can get away with it, but I bet it's not. Yeah, the country livings, if I was more sane, I probably wouldn't like this. You wouldn't believe it. Like, Marty was just gone for like 2 weeks. We don't hang around together. Maybe an hour at night, bullshit and talking, that kind of thing. We never like do anything. Rarely, hardly ever. You know, but I just I really like this more and more. I think I go crazy now. I mean, West Branch seems like New York City compared to this. But it was a, believe it or not, getting used to. I had considered early on going back to Michigan. And honestly, I'm not so sure I'd left Michigan to begin with, but there's no more winter. I like blizzards and ice storms, and it just doesn't happen anymore. I mean, this is a lot of places. You look at the snowfall places across the country now. It's nothing compared to what it was 20 or 30 years ago. So, I like lobsters, but I can't cook them. No way. I'm not doing that. I don't want to, do this. I can't cook them. And the one thing that I've never eaten once I figured out how it was raised was veal. I'm not eating veal either, just because of the way that is. But I still eat all that other shit, man. One of these conflicts that's always on your mind that you're never 100% comfortable about. There's always some fucking bullshit in the back of your mind that's keeping you from being 100% committed to anything. He probably doesn't like knowing how they get boiled to death. It's interesting if you go and you try and you start up a conversation with 4-H parents. You're at that was a farming community where I live, 4-H up in Western Branch. You go there and it's the county fair for the year, and you think, And you see old Johnny's got his prized cow that got first place, and Janie's got her 6 chickens that took first place, and they're getting pictures next to them, and they're hugging them. And I always have to ask, those chickens are going to be chicken McNuggets here in any day, and that's a beef cattle that you got there. Is going to be hamburgers before long. How do you guys set this up to like take pictures and win awards one day, and then be eating them the next, minus, being spear throwing natives from a foreign country? And it's like, well, we tell our kids early on that these are not pets. Okay, fair enough, they're not pets, but you're taking pictures next to them and hugging them and stuff. I mean, are you people all just fucking insane and closet serial killers? Or, what's going on here? Can't get a straight answer. Yeah, I figured I'd do it with what I do with everything that I'm not 100% comfortable with. I put it in the back burner. It's there, but it isn't affecting what I do. All that shit. It's the cost of being a human. That's, I think, why I like this Mother Nature stuff. There's a vulture up there soaring around. That's a turkey vulture. They actually soar differently than the black vultures. I love watching these birds. See them up there? Crazy. Yeah, I don't like doing it. I don't know. I'd still eat all that shit. Chicken, turkey, all that stuff. Steak. Look at that vulture soaring. It'd be so cool to fly like that. It didn't even flap his wings once. See, now today's a perfect vulture day. Now, one thing I do believe, and if you read the writing, and that is they start their day after they realize that thermals are present. They don't want to blow all their energy flapping their wings. I don't know how they determine that. Probably an internal temperature clock, or fuck, maybe they look at these cumulus clouds. It's like, it's time to take off now. Because all they do is lock those wings out and just glide around. So cool. I love watching them. Hopefully they'll be eating me one day instead of a funeral. I really wish for that. Probably never happen, but I wish it would. I wish they'd just fling me out there like a fucking wet rag. Let them go at it. Yeah, I love vultures. Hey, Penny. How's your condition going out there after getting all that water? There's a turkey vulture sitting under the tree over there where the black vulture's water is. Honeybee, hot day in the honeybee. I bet it's hot in that hive. But this nature stuff deals with it. Bringing in pollen, just loaded with some kind of light-colored pollen. They're drinking. I just filled this up. I already drank about 5% of it. Sugar water. That saves them so much energy, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's a myth, yeah. Yeah, I know. I just don't like the thought of it, man. I had no problem with it when I was younger. But now you got this lobster that fucker just got snatched out of the damn ocean after trying to get something to eat and caught in the trap. I just don't like the thought of it. Then you take it out and he's crawling around. He's fucking 1,000 miles away from where he came from. Hasn't eaten in 2 or 3 weeks. And you're throwing him in a pot of boiling water. I just can't do it. I tried to make my own escargot one time too, and that was like 25. I put these fucking snails in there. Before the water started boiling, the motherfuckers are crawling out and down the side of the pan, crawling across the top of the stove. It's like, I'm not eating these either. Nope. I don't live there anymore, Dennis. I don't live there anymore. I don't really, yeah, I got hummingbirds. Yeah, there's a couple be flying by. There's a couple over here. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. Maybe a couple here and there. I found that I don't really like interviewing homeless. I just find it super boring. Same old fucking story. The prostitutes to me were just more interesting. You too, Julie. Party on. You party on. You party on too. Is it a burner up there in Cincinnati, Conan? Yeah, pure nature. There's a crow. There's one crow that's been coming by a lot. He's got something wrong with his beak. He's always by himself. Yeah, I would interview prostitutes. I don't know what interests me. It wasn't a sex thing either. I don't know. It was just a combination of. I think that's just so compelling that you get somebody that you can tell is attractive at one time, that's on these damn drugs, out in the middle of nowhere, just bearing their soul. They have nothing to lose. I think the best I can come up with is you don't get that kind of honesty ever anywhere else. They're bearing their souls, and that's compelling to me. It's like, wow, man, this is fucking crazy. You know, you get a pretty girl out there and this fucking heroin's taking over her life, and she's given up on everything, lost her kids, no relationships, got fucking hepatitis C, and she's sucking 10 dicks a day at $10 a pop. That just like does something to my mind. Like, God damn, I guess this is getting close to rock bottom. There's like so many thoughts going through your mind when you're interviewing them. And they're so sweet, some of them. You know, they just got caught up in this bullshit. Yeah, I liked them too. Yeah, they come from all walks of life. They sure do. Yeah, anybody can get there. It's true. And really, you know, when I was younger, you know, you don't know shit. You're growing up. You're thinking horrors, prostitutes are bad, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then you get older and you figure things out. And so what? They're charging for sex. Like I tell the people that fuck with me on YouTube, you've been sucking dicks for 40 years for free. You shouldn't be criticizing anybody. And you're not a moral enough person to claim that because they charge for it, it's any more wrong than what you did for nothing. I mean, is there that much difference between having a relationship with someone and sucking it for nothing and having a dope problem and sucking it for $10? I think I give to the edge to the person that really needed for the dope instead of sucking it for free. Yeah. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at them down for. I don't look down on people for that. I just look like, God damn, you know they're not happy. That's the problem I have. It's like, fuck. Your self-esteem just goes down the shitter. 99 here. Yeah, now that is a prostitute that's like the ones I interviewed early on. It's not like going to like an area where they're all just fucking zoned out and incoherent. That's no fun. Like that place in Philadelphia, that wouldn't really interest me that much. Yeah, not judging. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Yep. Yeah, it's just, just like, God damn, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, you don't need to be a scholar to know that it's just like porn. You know, I watch it. I've watched a lot, gonna watch a lot more. But anybody that's ever asked me about getting into the sex industry, you know, this is how you get into it. You know, they're gonna fly away 2,000 miles, work for the summer. Yeah, it never really works out that way. I'm not saying never, but once you get caught up into that shit and the money, and it just fucking is not good. Look at the people that were in the sex industry, any of them, every single one, porn, stripping, all that shit. They're miserable people, particularly as they get older. There's no great place to live as a retired porno movie star or stripper. they're all dead because of drug or alcohol abuse. It's just not good. You're never going to go anywhere where you're going to run into 20 ex-sex workers and everybody's going to be enjoying life. And if they had it to do all over again, they'd have done the same thing. So with that evidence alone, in good conscience, I don't think it's a good thing because there's no examples of it ending up in happiness. Yeah, it's not. None. All of them. I can go on and on. I mean, go, just for the hell of it, when you're done watching this thing, uh, Google or go on YouTube and look at porno movie actors that committed suicide. You'll run out of time before you run out of examples. That's just not, I mean, what more evidence do you need? Yeah, we all like sex and all that shit, but when you're on that part of the equation over a long period of time, the results are not good. They're just not. Why? Fuck, who knows? I don't know. But they're not. Yeah. Yeah, men are like, I can see also why women get turned off on men. They just hate them. I get that too. I really do. So now that was my rain alarm that went off. And what it is there is some rain somewhere coming out of a few of these clouds, but it never really amounts to much. This isn't like a real ass kicker. Look at that. Look at that vulture. You know? Yeah, I mean, it's just, I can see why women would end up hating men. You know, it's such a damn strong urge to, like, for young men. But that's how we all got here. You know, it's the continuation of the species. Even if everything isn't a happy home and a great marriage, the earth is going to be populated because of that. Nuts. I don't know the answers. Fuck, I don't know. I'm along for the fucking ride myself. I don't like how you can only make this thing vertical now instead of horizontal. I don't like it as much. Just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to move that one. No, it is possible. People say, don't you ever get stung? I do, but not very much. Like, for some reason, like, I'll sit on this chair right here. And these guard bees, the one that's protect the hives, they're supposed to be coming over here. You see a big object moving towards a hive, you're supposed to sting it. And that does happen once from time to time. Be sitting here on this chair, and motherfucker will come over, sting me right between the eyes. And I wasn't even doing anything. But I don't get mad about it. I thank them for doing their job. Is this damn thing stuck? Hey, is this thing stuck? Human living, yeah. That's the way I look at it, Dennis. Hey, Caroline, can you hear me? Maybe it's just fucked up on my end. Getting a little breeze now. No, it's not happy. I don't think it is. I don't know how you could be happy under those circumstances. I think this thing's stuck. I can move it, but I don't see any new comments. That's all right. But I know people are on here. It's probably YouTube fucking with me in a new kind of way. Motherfuckers. Yeah, I don't judge them. Yeah, Caroline and another thing too, you used to be able to see the time the time people made a comment, that's gone too. So I think this thing's fucked up. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to sign off on here. I just say have a good day today. Yeah, Kensington. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Have a good day. You guys party on. You guys have a good day today. Party. Bye, Caroline. See you, Jules. See you, Conan. Info up. Penny, hope you're drying out. You guys party on, okay? I'll give you another update later because I'm not going anywhere. Party on.